And we are joined now by the Deputy External Affairs Minister of Israel. She's here with us, Ms. Haskel. Thank you very much for taking the time out.
Hello,
you were, of course, there in the House. Wonderful to see you, as always. Very important statements made by the Prime Minister. One, acknowledging the civilizational roots of Israel, which suggests that India has gotten over the hesitancy it had to acknowledge the hold of the Israeli people over the land that Israel sits on today. So that's very, very important. That moves the needle forward. And another very important point, an unapologetic condemnation of radical Islamist terror coming from the Prime Minister, which ties in very well with the hexagonal alliance that is being presented as a regional coalition against regional radicalism. So these are big takeaways. What do you think are the others? If you agree with these, you could expound on them. And if there were more, please let us know.
Absolutely. These are huge. They're major. And I really want to go deep just to understand, because it did touch quite a lot of the mutual history that both of our people share. The fact that India and Indian people were fighting in this land, lost their life in order to liberate this land from the Ottoman Empire is hugely significant. He spoke about the cemetery and the commemoration monument in Haifa when he visited there. He went through the history of India, giving shelter to Jews, to children who had nowhere to go during the Second World War as well. And it goes on and on and on till today, where he received a historic reward. This is the first time a prime minister received the reward of the Knesset. This is a high mark and a symbol for deep friendship. This medal he received of the Knesset is a token of honor for standing beside what's right, beside justice, among allies who seek for stability, for peace, for cooperation and prosperity. And this is exactly what he was talking about. And I think that Prime Minister Netanyahu also emphasized the huge and significant part that the Indian Jewish community have had in building the nation of Israel. And I think that when I think when he touched that, Israel is the fatherland and India is the motherland, that was so touching. It was so emotional and remarkable there in the Knesset to see that, to hear that live, and obviously the recognition of everything that we've been through. We've had some of our toughest 2 years. I know that for India, it hasn't been easy. Also, you've had your own challenges and your own confrontation, and we can see things in the same eyes. We understand what is the price of radical Islamists. We understand what is the price of terrorism. And standing together during major shift of tectonic shift of world order, of different alliances that are forming, we are together on the side of stability, of peace and cooperation for the people, and not for the war and the radicals.
So, Mr. Let me ask you this. Would you be disappointed from an Israeli point of view if India didn't sign up to this hexagonal alliance? I know Dr. Ranganathan has some views on that, but I would like to hear yours.
Look, first of all, I look forward for the meeting, the official meeting now with the Prime Minister, to see there's a number of agreement that they're signing right now. I think that India need to play and is playing a major part in this restabilization of the world order. I mean, India is a world power, an economical power, a technological power, a military power as well in the region. And as Israel is playing a major role, as America is playing a major role, I think it should stand up during these difficult times to play that key role of stability, of peace, of cooperation, of prosperity. And I think that's the message that he brought to us into the Knesset. And that's why we were so touched as well.
Well, Ms. Haskel, thank you very much for taking the time out. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to obviously connect with you tomorrow because we'll have more substantive issues to talk about once the joint statements are out. And I love to dissect that with you. Thank you.
And we send here from Jerusalem our love and our prayers also to the Indian people. Thank you.
Deeply honored. Thank you very much.